All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Haran coming back at you. Today's a live church. All right, and I believe today is June the 4th. All right, so we're already in the month of June. All right, so-called the 6th month, all right, of the so-called calendar year. All right, in the year 2022. All right, the year where we hasten on to the coming of our Lord. All right, or in this case, all right, the year where Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai turns up. All right, and turning up, indeed, he is turning up. All right, all these prophecies that we're talking about, all these end time prophecies, all right, that we were told, all right, to look out for before the end, all right, before the return of our Lord, is all coming to pass. Okay, so in that we say Barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Kol Halo Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, and I wanted to start off with the book of Habakkuk. All right, as you can see, the title goes, "The People Are Running." Okay, the people are running, and you can look at it in both ways. All right, who's running? We're talking about the people of the earth, the inhabitants of the earth. All right, are running because they can see, okay, these prophecies coming to pass. All right, at the same time, all right, Esau, Edom, all right, the red man, the man of destruction, the son of perdition, he's also running. Okay, they're running, trying to hide, all right, from this truth, trying to hide from the people waking up to their agendas, all right? So I'm going to get this precept, okay, and then I'm going to go into why I was inspired to start off with this. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's get it right now. All right, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, all right, verse 1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch and set me..." Slakia, one second. All right, the wind is trying to pick up here. All right, so we're gonna adjust. Okay, it says here, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I'll watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Right? Verse 2. "And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." Okay, so right now the prophecies are being made plain upon tables, all right, by way of the men of the Lord coming out here, week in, week out, day in, day out, year in, year out, month in, month out. Okay, to give out this warning of what? The coming destruction that's coming to this place, Babylon the Great, known as America. Okay, and ultimately the return of our Lord Yahushai, okay, to set up his kingdom on the planet Earth. All right, we're letting the people know that this life is not going to continue forever. Okay, the way things are going right now, all right, the climate of the earth right now, the foundations of the earth right now will not continue to go as it's been for the past, was it 300 years, 400 years, 500 years? Okay, underneath the rulership of these Edomites, predominantly here in America, Babylon the Great. Okay, so it says here, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time," all right, and that time is now. Okay, that appointed time was set all the way back to the beginning of time. Okay, everything that we're talking about now, everything that we're going through now was set for this specific time. That is why the year 2000 wasn't the end, because the Lord had many different prophecies that had to be fulfilled before the return of our Lord. Okay, and those many different prophecies are what we're living through right now. We're living in the last days. Okay, that's why you have Davos. Okay, they could come together, all right, and conjure and conspire, okay, against the people of the world. Okay, and I just seen a video the beloved brother Yashalam posted on GMS Watchman. Okay, and it was going into some chick. I don't really know who she is. I'm not familiar, all right, with her, but basically she was she was talking in an interview, kind of, right, and then she was basically saying that she went to the World Economic Forum meeting, not the meeting, but she was there, okay, and she witnessed, you know, how the hypocrisy, okay, and that's something that we've been saying for years, man. Okay, starting from our elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, we've been going into, all right, the devil and his antics, the tricks that they always like to play, okay, and now it's coming to the forefront, because back then they used to do it hiding, okay, they used to deceive the world behind closed doors, but now they have such confidence, such bravado, that they come out, in the open and just do it. Okay, and they expect the people not to pay attention to it, but guess what? We are still here. As long as the prophets are here, we are the light of the earth. Okay, we are the ones that shine on the earth and bring the wickedness to light. Okay, so much so that they start to label those things conspiracy theories, man. Okay, labeling the truth conspiracy theories, but guess what? You can't hide the truth. Okay, you can't hide the truth. As a matter of fact, the scriptures tell you that what? The truth, all right, that had for so long gone without fruit, all right, has finally flourished, man. All right, roughly paraphrasing, but now the truth is finally being made onto the forefront. Something that was being hidden for so many years. These devils spent billions of dollars to hide this very truth that we're speaking right now, that everybody's witnessing. Okay, so guess what? This truth is flourishing, just like the scriptures say. The word of the Heavenly Father will not come back void, man, but it will go out and it will accomplish everything that it's set out to accomplish. Okay, so that's what's happening here. The Lord did say that in the end days, He's going to send His men out there to prophesy. Okay, in Babylon the Great. Okay, we're going to prophesy about the end. We're going to prophesy about the specific things that are going to happen. That's going to pertain to the end. Okay, we're going to prophesy about the downfall of America, Babylon the Great. We're going to prophesy about the rising up of the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. These are all things that's biblical prophecy, man. Okay, and it's all happening. We talked the prophecies on the MOTB. Okay, the prophecies on these devils having these conniving, cunning, you know, Esau spirited agendas. Okay, the agendas of the wicked, the conspiracies of the wicked. These are all things that's being brought to light. Okay, by way of this truth. Okay, you can't deny it no more. All right, but here it says, let's continue. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Okay, and that end is where we at now, like I said. Okay, everything is set for an appointed time. You have a beginning, okay, you have a middle, you have an end. Okay, and America has actually reached her end. Look what's going on around the world. It's undeniable, man. Everybody who, you know, lived in America or actually has some type of common sense to see that America is not what it used to be, they all saying it, man. Everybody's saying that shit. All right, I was talking to my Eve's grandfather last week, all right, and we we're going into, you know, the times that we're in. You know, he's an older head, so he knows, you know, the times like the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, all right? And he's saying it. He's like, yo, America isn't what it used to be, okay? America isn't what it used to be, man. He said they have the criminal justice system. He said now there's no more criminals, there's no more justice. It's just a system that's there, man. And I laughed because I was like, yo, that's so true. But see, that's how it's always been. You're just realizing it. All right, there was no such thing as justice in the first place. Okay, America is based on injustice. How did they get this land? It was an unjust way of getting a land, man. You can't go into a different land, all right, deceive the people, all right, give them diseases, okay, and then kill them, and then tell them that, hey, this land belongs to me now. Get the F off this land. You can't do that. You can't go into the western parts of Africa predominantly, go over there, grab the people of the Lord, put them in cargo slave ships, bring them over here, and beat their heritage out of them, and then tell them that they're nothing but slaves. So much so that today, when you speak to the average so-called black, so-called Negro, you know what they tell you? That their ancestors go back to Africa. You know? And that's it. That's all the history that they know. Because the Lord said He's going to cut us off from our heritage, man. Okay? The Apostle Paul talks about a falling away first. That is that falling away, man. Going from knowing who you are as an Israelite to now, you don't even know who the hell you are. You call yourself all kinds of different shit. You call yourself an African American. You call yourself black. You call yourself a Negro. You know? You call yourself everything but an Israelite, man. And what is an Israelite? The son of the power, man. You are Yashar Allah. He, the son of the power. Israel. Okay? So all this black talk that Jake loves that shit. Like, this Kemetic shit, you know, this Pan-Africanism shit, you know what I'm saying? Everything but an Israelite, okay? Being an Israelite does not mean what we look like. We are the prophets of the nation of Israel. So when we say you're an Israelite, it doesn't mean that you're a prophet. It doesn't mean that you're going to have to go wear fringes and go out there and speak on the prophecies and teach the scriptures. That's not what it means, okay? Being an Israelite is actually a nationality. You just have to wake up to it, man. Okay? Beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Tawada, brother. Prince of Yahweh 9 says Jeremiah 8 and 5. Why then? It's like, let's see. Let me see this right here. It says here, Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 5. As a matter of fact, let me just pull it up from here. Okay, let me finish this precept in Habakkuk, and I'm gonna pull that precept. All right, beautiful. Hey, brothers, keep it posted. Keep them posts coming. All right, it's all through the Spirit. Okay, there's a book of Habakkuk chapter 2, continuing in verse 3. It says, "But at the end it shall speak." All right, and that's why you have the prophets out here on the scene. Okay, you have the prophets starting from our elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down. Okay, at the end speaking what? The words of the Heavenly Father. And we ain't just coming out here and saying whatever the hell we want to say. We go according to the scriptures. That's why that's why Yahushua said what? He's going to give us a mouth that our enemies cannot gainsay nor resist. All right? That's why you have a lot of people coming against this truth, coming against this so-called Hebrew Israelite movement. It's not a movement, okay? It's not a thing that just spawned out of nowhere. It's biblical prophecy that at the end, okay, of this kingdom, at the end of this rulership, at the end of this age, the true Israelites are going to wake up to their nationality. That's what's happening. Okay, so you got this guy Vocab coming out here talking about the Hebrew Israelites are trying to basically take things of Christianity. What are you talking about? Who came first, the 12 tribes or Christianity, nigga? Huh? Who came first, nigga? All right, so that argument is not even going to work. And you got you got people who are not even calling themselves Israelites, who are seeing what we're talking about as the truth. And they're coming against this nigga Vocab, man. I seen a video today, all right? It was the funniest video ever, man. All right? You got this guy, he's just straight coming at Vocab's helmet. And that's not the end of it. It's just the beginning of Vocab's downfall. You watch and see. Okay? That nigga is going to be, the Lord is going to do a quick work with that nigga. It's going to be funny, man. The things that's about to come out on that nigga, because he's a so-called Jew. Okay? He's an Amalekite. And we know what they get into. There's a reason why he doesn't go against those niggas, man. There's a reason why he doesn't come against the Talmud and all these different things. Because why? He practices those things. Okay, now I don't have any proof on it, but guess what? Very soon the Lord is going to bring out all the truth, man. All these niggas that, you know, hide behind this holier than thou spirit, you know, oh, you guys are black Hebrew Israelites and you guys are this and you guys, why are you wasting your time on us, man? Go about your day. Go do your own shit, nigga. Don't come against us. Don't come around us. Don't come and talk about us, man. All right? If you're really an apologist, like he claims, go do the work of an evangelist, man. An evangelist is the one who's going to carry this word and go out there and teach. Go out there and teach, nigga. That's what you got to do, because that's what we do. We ain't worried about you. You know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about Vocab and his minions. They're going to fail. Because you can't come against the men of the Lord, neither can you come against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, period. All right? So all you demons out there, you Klaus Schwabs, you Vocabs, you Bill Gates, all you niggas, man. The Lord is going to destroy all you niggas. And guess what? Soon, we're going to shackle you niggas up and we're going to put your asses in slavery, man, when Yahushua comes back. That's the one thing you guys are scared of, okay? But don't be, because it's a reality and it's coming. You're just getting a warning ahead of time, all right? So prepare for that. You could go hide in your bunkers and say, you know, tell the rocks to fall upon yourselves. You know, in other words, you're going to hide in your bunkers and say, yo, lock the doors, make sure we hide in these bunkers. That's not going to save you, nigga. That's not going to save you. All right, all the atrocities that you've caused on this earth, all the pain and suffering that you've caused against the people of the Heavenly Father, you touch the apple of his eye, and you think you're just going to get away with it? Where you going to go? So when Yahushua makes his return, where are you going to hide, man? Where you going to go? Your bunkers are not going to save you. Fauci, you could hide all day and stay on TV and talk your shit all you want. When Yahushua comes back, we're going to come grab you by the back of your neck, and you're going to be in slavery. That's a fact. That's what's coming for you. You could call it anti-Semitism. You can call it hate speech all you want. It's called prophecy, and it's coming to pass. Everything you did to the so-called Negro, everything you did to the so-called Native American, you're going to get that in double, nigga. That's a fact. You could bank on that. All right? That's the spirit that we're coming in. Okay? Revenge. Okay? Payback. That's the spirit that we're coming in, man. All right? So let's keep going. And guess what? Remember, like I always say, prophecy is a vibration. Okay? And that vibration, when it hits the earth, guess what? Everybody's going to march to the tune of prophecy. And the prophecy says in Isaiah 14, all right, that these nations, all right, these nations, the Lord is going to make, all right, Esau so bare that these nations are going to wake up and see this devil for who he really is. And that's happening right now. Okay? How come you got the ordinary person who can talk about Davos and doesn't say positive things about it? These people who are having these meetings at Davos, all right, the World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization, these people always push, they proclaim health, they proclaim safety, they proclaim all these good things that could come for society if you go along with their plans. But when you actually step back and you scrutinize their plans, it's all wicked and hell. It's all wicked, satanic, demonic energy, man. And people are waking up to it. You know why? Because the prophets are on the scene, all right? And the scriptures are speaking. That's why, okay? So let's get this precept that the brother posted, all right, real quick. All right, I think there's another one at the top. Oh, beautiful. I'm gonna get this one first. This is the book of Micah, chapter 6, verse 12. It says, for the rich men thereof are full of violence, all right? And the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth, okay? That's what I just said, okay? All the things that they do, all right, everything that they're pushing right now since the year 2020, specifically talking about the C-19 and everything else that comes with it, is all deception, man. It's all lies, okay? First they said it was 100% effective, safe and effective, right? You can go ahead and take it and you're not gonna get sick, you're not gonna die, you're not gonna be hospitalized. And then soon after that, they start to see it, that people were actually suffering the side effects that they said never existed. So they said, oh, expect some breakthroughs, you know, not too crazy, just small little shit here and there, right? And then soon, when they start seeing a lot more people dying, they say, oh, you know, this thing, you know, it's good. Maybe not 100% effective, but definitely 90, 80%, you know, you get a few months in, you're going to be good. Just take it, take your booster, you're going to be all right. It's all lies, man. Deception. And what do we say? We came out from the very beginning and we said, do not mess with this thing. Don't mess with this thing because it's not what they're telling you. All right? It's a nice little ball of wickedness that as you unravel, you're going to see more and more shit. You're going to be like, damn, these devils really went in. You know what I mean? I've been doing some research on it, and there's so many different angles that can go with this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's such a sinister plan that they've had. That's why, you know, you get to understand this is not the working of man. This is definitely Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's hand on the left-hand side that's working, because it's too clever of a plan, all right, for it to be made up by man. There's no way. There's no way, okay? The way these devils have, you know, diabolically planned this thing out, you know, it has to be divine, you know? And for them to come up with this shit within months and convince the whole world to take it, it's done by design by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, okay? The same way he did it, the same way he's going to do with the MOTB when it comes out, because it's written that you're going to have people who are going to take it, because John saw it. Okay, it was revealed to John that yes, the people going to go along, they're going to believe what the government is saying, whether it's because they believe it or because of fear, whatever it is, they're going to do it, they're going to take it, and they're going to be destroyed. And you're going to have those like us who stood firmly against this C-19 the past 2 years. We're going to do the same thing again until the return of our Lord. Okay, and we are the ones who are standing in their way, and they're going to have to do something about that eventually. And we've been waiting for that. So bring that ass, all right? Bring it. We waiting for you. All right, we waiting for you. We've been waiting for you devils, man. Bring it, all right? And you're going to see power like never before. You're going to see Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai working like never before. Scripture says a time like never before, right? All right, so when we read scriptures like Daniel, the 12th chapter, all right, that the Archangel Michael is going to come down and fight, all right, for the children of Daniel's people, which are the Israelites, starting with the elect. We already know what time it is, man. When we read precepts like Isaiah 59 and 19, where it goes into spiritual power, all right, a way to combat, all right, this wicked, powerful demon that's coming towards the men of the Lord. Guess what? We know what's gonna happen, man. We understand that. When we hear what the Lord told us, that all these things that He did, we shall do and do greater. All right, we know about these things, man. We know about the spiritual power. We know about the ability to run and not be weary. All right, to be able to take flight, to be able to appear and disappear, to be able to decapitate people within seconds. They know that. And we know that, okay? They've done tests, all these numerous tests that they used to do in the 60s and the 70s on Jake. Why do you think they were doing all that for, man? They wanted to understand, yo, if this is really true, how are we going to go about this? And guess what? They're going to see very soon how you're going to go about it. Very, very soon, all right? But let's finish this precept here. Okay, brothers posted some more precepts, all right? So keep them coming, brothers. Really appreciate that. All right. So continuing, another precept. This is fire. All right, it's fire. There's a book of Jeremiah. Hold on a second. Hold on. There you go. There you go. Numbers chapter 24, verse 18. And Edom is the brother prince of Yahweh 9 once again. All right, the water. It says, and Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession to his enemies. And Israel shall do valiantly. You hear that? So who's going to be conquering who? For so long, we've been getting our ass kicked. But the Lord's saying that who? Israel is going to take over. It's the same thing that's written in Amos, the 9th chapter, man. All right? That we're going to take over the land of Edom, the remnant of Edom. All right? So we're talking the land and the people, man. We're going to take over your whole shit. Okay? Once America is completely destroyed, we're going to go around the whole entire world. We're going to round you devils up, just like how you came over to our lands. You came into Judea, all right, Israel, and then you sacked Jerusalem. You sieged us. Okay? And that's the same thing that you're going to do again this time around. But guess what? There's going to be a caveat to it. All right? You're going to be able to run through the 2/3, but the elect, starting with the men of the Lord, we're going to have something to say about that. Okay? We're going to have something to say about that, man. Very big things that's coming towards this earth, man. All right? Both on the left-hand side and definitely on the right-hand side. All right? Because you got to have the balance. Okay? You got to have the balance, man. All right? And let's finish this. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3, it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Okay? So that's the times that we're in, man. Yeah, you had times where, you know, it might have seemed like, man, prophecies are happening. Oh, this could be the very end. And you have a lot of people who believe that. That's why they're very deceived. They're so deceived by the times that we're in, because a lot of things that's happening now has happened before. You know, that's not the first time we've had inflation. All right, this is not the first time you've had some type of uncertainty in the economy. Okay, this is not the first time you've had a president that's doing so terrible. All right, in office. Okay, this is not the first time that America has felt this feeling of going to war. Okay, this is not the first time any of this stuff is happening. Right. So a lot of people are sitting there thinking, oh well, you know, this happened in the 70s. Right? In the 70s, you know, you had this and then that, and then pretty much the same things that are happening, and we kind of went back to normal. Yeah, but this is all the things that's happening now. Biblical prophecy says that when you see these signs coming to pass, and some of the signs I can mention, we have pestilences, you have famines, you have earthquakes, you have uproars of the people, okay? These are all things that's happening that's pertaining to the end of the world. And we're seeing those things. So scripture says it's going to be a time like never before. Yahushua also mentioned that when you see the famines, when you see the earthquakes, when you hear of wars and rumors of wars, when you see the pestilences in diverse places, these are all things that's happening. Whenever you go on the news, all right, the headlines is all talking about end time stuff. He said, when you see these things coming to pass, right, this is the beginning of sorrows, man. Okay? And we know that the sorrows is pertaining to what? The tribulation. That's written up in, Matthew 24 and I believe 19. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. All right, because that's the times that we're entering into. So to hell with Esau and his plans of Agenda 2025. You know, by 2025, we should be able to have depopulated the earth by about 90%, right? So the world's population from almost 8 billion is going to come down to about 500 million. So America, 300 million plus, we're going to shut that shit down to about less than 70 million or so, right? We're going to go to Africa. We definitely going to wipe them Africans out, right? Asia, we definitely wiping them niggas out. Who else? Europe, not too sure. We're going to wipe some out too. Yeah, that's not going to happen, nigga. All right? Agenda 2030. By 2030, we should have this sustainability goals, you know? We should have our carbon footprint. We should be able to have microchipped everyone on the planet Earth. So we could track everything they do, the fourth industrial revolution. We're going to be able to track where the food is made and how it travels all the way to your fork, into your mouth, what it does into your... Esau, you're not doing none of that. You ain't doing none of that shit. All right, so we're here to break the news to you, man. Okay? Your plans are not going to come to fruition. All right? What the... All right, your plans are not coming to fruition, man. Okay? Continuing, there's a book of Matthew chapter 24. All right, I'm going to start off at, actually, let's read the prophecy. Verse 6, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. As a matter of fact, let's start off at 1. All right, there's a book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 1. Okay, because remember, as an Israelite, we've always dealt with signs. Okay, signs has always been the number one thing for us to be able to navigate around everywhere we go. All right, even Esau today, he works with signs. Okay, when you're traveling, okay, you have signs that show you where you at and where you're going. Okay, you be driving on the interstate, and then whenever you get to a different state, it'll tell you, welcome to New Jersey, or welcome to New York, or welcome to Maryland, or whatever. You get the signs to tell you where you're at. Okay, these are the same things that's happening now. The signs of today are showing us what time we're in today, right now, as we speak. Okay, 10 years ago, you had signs. That was signs pertaining to the end, but it wasn't the end days, like the latter part of the end. Okay, 10, 20, 30 years ago, there were things that were happening, but it wasn't the end yet. You see? So you weren't gonna get the end time prophecies like you're getting them now. Okay, because now is the appointed time for those prophecies to happen. Okay, that means it's going to happen to everyone. When the famine comes, like full-blown famine, we're talking what we've been talking about, what you see in the movies all the time, where people are becoming skinny as all hell, and people are looking left and right, looking like, yo, this person look like food now. All right, when they see human beings walking, they see steak, they see salmon, they see chicken. They're not seeing human beings no more. All right, they're not seeing, yo, that's Jerome right there. Yo, that's Tyrone. Yo, that's Becky. No, they're seeing food, straight food, man. Nick, shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially these Edomites. All right, Esau been conditioning people with these so-called fast food and shit. You get your McDonald's burger. You don't know what's in there. You got people, human titty, part of the meat that they're giving people now. You go out there and I seen a video the other day. I don't know if, I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters have seen it, of some guy who went and bought meat. It was supposed to be steak or beef or whatever. Yo, this man seen a nipple, all right, in a piece of the meat. You know what I'm saying? And then, you see the video and he's comparing it to the actual human, and it looks like a human, nipple, man. And I'm like, what is this? What is this, man? Damn. So I'm starting to feel some type of way. Like, damn. So like all this time I've been eating steak and chicken and all that. It's probably not chicken. It's not steak. I don't want to think about what it could be, but it could be that, And it gets you mad, bro. But that's why you pray. That's why you pray over your food, because you just never know. Sometimes you pray not because of, what you might ingest, but sometimes there might be something in there that the moment you pray, the Lord might be like, hold on, check that. And even if you wouldn't have prayed, you just go ahead and eat the food, and then you realize it later on, like, damn, this shit had pork in it. Fuck, man. Then you get all worked up and pissed, But if you pray, guess what? The Lord might alert you and be like, hold on, this meat right here. Hey, I got a question. What kind of meat is this? They'll be like, oh yeah, this is mashed potatoes, and oh yeah, we make it. We have it with pork in it. Oh man, I don't eat pork. Oh, I'm so sorry. And then they'll go back and change it for you. You see? But if you wouldn't have prayed, your ass is sitting there just dogging that whole mashed potatoes out. And next thing you know, you're like, oh shit, let me just check. Oh, what kind of sauce is this? Oh yeah, it's pork. Damn, bro, shit, man. Now you all messed up. You see? Soon it's gonna be, oh yeah, it's baby fetus, it's human, yeah, just yeah. But that's the world that we're living in. This is America. When you travel to different parts of the world, even at the airport, just the airport alone, the airport food tastes better than American food that you have on the table to eat. You go to a restaurant over here in America, and you go buy whatever, you spend $100 to eat, whatever. That food that you eat is not quality compared to airport food in a different country, man. That's how bad it is. All right? That's how bad it is, man. The water that you drink is all polluted, it's all acidic. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay extra just to drink water, regular water, man. The soda is cheaper than water. How is this even a thing? Everything you eat, it got high fructose corn syrup in it. You drinking water, and it says you have the 3 chemicals that's for lethal injection, the shit that they use to poison people and kill people, the slow death, little shit like that. You drink Aquafina, and they're saying, oh, this shit got sodium bicarbonate. It got this shit in this chemical that you never even heard of before, sorbate this and agave this and this sweetener and that sweetener and this shit. And you look into it and you're like, damn, all this shit causes cancer and this and all these sicknesses. You know, all these sicknesses. And then guess what? You go to the hospital, right? And then the doctor don't even want to hear what you got to say. The moment you get there, they checking you. Hey, my man, you're not even going to ask me why I'm here? You just say you're here for what? It's already written on the thing, because when you go into the receptionist, they already write everything down, right? So your ass go over there, right? Thinking, okay, you know what? I'm here for them to heal me or whatever, right? They go over there. The doctor comes in. He looks at you. He says, hey, what's going on? Oh, yeah, I woke up today not feeling too good, da-da-da. Okay, cool. Let me check this. I'm going to check your vitals. I'm going to check this. Put the shit in his ear. Put it in your mouth, in your ears, in your nose, you know. And then he says, oh, shit, well, I'll prescribe something to you. You pick it up and you drink it. And then you go take that shit. You go home. No questions asked. You just take your ass, happy ass. Boom. Hey, my doctor said to come pick this up. Okay, cool. And then the person who's giving you the drug, they're looking at you like, you sure? Okay, here you go. I'm just doing my job. You see? And then they pass that to you. You go home, you take it. They say, oh, take it 3 times a day. What the fuck? 3 times a day? For what? High blood pressure. High blood pressure? Damn, I just got to cut back on salt, drink a lot more water, exercise, eat my fruits and vegetables, and I'm going to be all right. No. You got to get on this pill. And then guess what? The pill has side effects. And then the side effects kick in. You take your ass to the hospital again. And then he tells you, oh, well, take this pill. And that pill has side effects. Next thing you know, you on 100,000 pills. You on 100,000 pills and you ain't feeling any better. What is that about? What kind of world is that, man? Huh? Meanwhile, the scripture says that the Lord has created herbs and medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them, man. You see? Back in the time, our ancestors were not dealing and dabbling in these pills. Now you go to an old head Jake and you say, hey, yo, grandma or grandpa, you know, don't be messing with these pills, man. I got some herbs. They'll be like, oh, my doctor said to take it. I'm going to take that. You ain't a doctor. That's what they're going to tell you. You know? They see you mixing up your herbs, you boiling your tea, you drinking your tea, and they look at you like you nasty. Like, look at this nigga here. Go get you some Dayquil or something. Why you drinking tea? Like, nigga, get out of here with that shit. You see? But those who are wise, the Lord has opened up our minds to see things different. You know what I'm saying? When we look at this world, we look at it different, man. Completely different. It's crazy. Like, you wouldn't believe. Like, it's like, damn, like, I can't believe. Like, this is how bad life really is. But see, we get to see it. Barak Yah Bashim Yahushua for that. See, that wisdom, knowledge, understanding is what keeps us stable. But soon, these people around, when they finally realize it, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. A lot of people are realizing, that's why the title goes, the people are running. The people are running because they're reading. They're seeing what's going on. All right, the prophecies are hitting everybody, man. So they have no choice but to do what? But to run, but to look for solutions. All right, but to stand up and say, nah, I'm not with this stuff. The World Economic Forum, all the plans that they have, Davos and all this stuff, is to further destroy the population. I mean, their number one agenda is to depopulate. So that goes under any way, anyhow they can do that, they're gonna do it. So you best believe every agenda they have is to depopulate. That's the first step. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Don't think, oh yeah, you know, they're saying this and the food shortages and that's Biden and Putin and bro, you can sit there and dream all you want. Soon you're gonna see, damn, these men were right and I should have listened. All right, but let's read the prophecies. Matthew chapter 24, verse 1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to shew him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, meaning truly I say unto you, right? There shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And that's the same thing. We look at America. I always do that. You know, driving through the city, especially Manhattan, and you see all these buildings. Hey, Shalom, Yahba Shemel Shabrakatham. You see all these buildings, and the first thing I always think about is, man, this place is going to be wiped out, man. You know, you echo the sentiments, all right, of Yahushua. Okay, let's read that again. It says what? See ye not all these things? So you look at America, you look at the cars, you look at the trees, you look at the fucking people. Oh, it's so disgusting, man. These people, these creatures, you know, and they don't listen. They don't listen. They don't know anything, and they don't listen. So guess what? They gotta get that ass whooping, man. So it's justified. I'm very happy, and it brings joy to my heart. all right, to know that the Lord is actually going to destroy a whole lot more people than he's going to save. It brings joy to my country. Yo, every, was it, I forgot the ratio. It was some crazy number. Every 9 out of 10 people that you see, all right, they don't have they don't have the spirit that we have. There was a thing that I was reading. I was like, when you translate it, that's what it comes out to, you know. And I was like, damn, that's a lot of people. So 9 out of 10 is not of the elect, pretty much. Like, you know, we're not counting just Israel, because Israel is more, you know, every 1 out of 3. You know, that's the 2/3 and then the 1/3, obviously, right? But the general population, was it every 1 out of 10 people or so, all right, is potentially of the elect, which is a crazy number. Now, I'm not gonna go based on that, but it's kind of like something you could play around with. Like, all right, oh shit, that's how drastic it is. You could see the difference of every 10 people, there's only one person that could potentially be saved. Damn, you know, that's crazy. All right, but let's read. It says, man, the skies are looking real nice today. Hey, Tuwadi Yabashimi Al-Shad. All right, so let's keep going. It says, see not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another. There shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Okay, and he was talking about the temple, which was known as Beautiful. Okay, in back in Jerusalem, man. Okay, and that's what happened during the time of 70 AD. That temple was destroyed. Okay, when they sieged the temple, it was completely destroyed. That's what Esau likes to do, man. All right, the son of perdition, the son of destruction. He always does that. That's his MO. So he's not going to change, especially in these last days, man. Okay, and when you read some of the documents that they have, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I see, I see what kind of shit they're coming with. All right, when you're reading about the CDC actually having millions and billions of ammo and rounds, you'd be like, wait, I thought you were supposed to be about health. What are you doing? What business do you have with guns and working with the military? What's going on here? All right, that goes to show you, when they say it's time to go, it's gonna be time to go, man. And when you ain't ready, those who ain't ready, you gonna be gone. That's what's gonna happen to a lot of people, man. All right, that's what's gonna happen to a lot of people. Okay, they're gonna be so bugged out, confused, you know, man. So let's keep going. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? You see, so this was 2,000 plus years ago. 2,000 plus years later, we're still looking at those signs, and we're seeing those signs actually come into pass. So that's how we know that we're at the end. All right, and we're at the time where the Lord Yahushua makes his return. Okay, that was it. 2-3 days ago or so, I had a dream about that, you know, and I actually did a video on it, you know, and it was a regular day, just like today, you know, regular day, you know, and me and my brother was sitting in our room. It was a room somewhere, and as we're sitting there, we're sitting on the floor, you know, talking amongst ourselves. I forgot what we were talking about, and all of a sudden, you know, it was just there. All of a sudden, a bright day, regular day. All of a sudden, it just got dark. You know, it's like when you look up in the heavens, it looks like dark clouds, like it's about to rain, right? But when you look outside, it looks so dark that people got their lights on, like it's like an evening time. You know, that's how dark it really was. You know, when you look around, you see people got their lights on. You know, people driving had their headlights on. You know, and that's really what it was. And then when you look up, it's not a nighttime sky. No, it was a daytime sky, but it was cloudy. It was dark. Everywhere was dark, man. You know, and then all of a sudden, like, we looked up around, like, because where our building was, yeah, it will be towards the east. It makes sense, right? So we're looking towards that area, and then right there you see chariots, lights, mad lights, just coming out, just taking left and right, just coming out from a space. You know, and they're just taking left and right, And my brother seen it. We're like, oh, yo, look over there. You know, so we just watching it, and then we kind of knew, like, yo, this might be the return of our Lord, because these are the signs that he said we gonna be seeing. You know, it just got dark out of nowhere. I mean, damn. You know, so then, right then and there, the space where the chariots were coming out of, that spot kind of opened up a little bit, and it was just bright, man. It was just lights, just a bright light just shining right through. You couldn't really see what that is, but you could see that there was a light there, bright light, you know. And at that point, that's when the whole sky just lit up like that. The whole clouds just kind of dissipated, and it was just no sun. You couldn't see the sun, you couldn't see the moon, all right. But you could see the light of the Lord, the chariot, and it was just bright, and that just pretty much brightened up the whole entire skies, you know. And you could see the image, like the light just coming from that area, just coming in, like. And as it was coming closer, the clouds were opening up, that kind of thing, you know. So it was just coming in, and you see a small glimpse of it, but as it gets closer, you see the space opening up, and you're like, this thing is mad big, you know. And we were like, oh, that's your house, you know. So we ran. I told my brother, I said, yo, let's go downstairs. So we ran downstairs barefoot and everything, and we stood outside, call y'all bashim y'all shy, you know, and getting all excited, getting all into it. You had other people standing there looking up, like gazing, like, what the fuck is that? Like that kind of shit. And we just standing there like, yo, that's the Lord. Hey, that's the Lord, man. He's back. That's the Lord, you know, all excited, you know. So the Lord is his return is nigh, man. It's real close, you know. That's why I said in the beginning, Esau not gonna get too far. All right. Scripture says, in the fullness of his sufficiency. Okay. And these niggas having meetings. I believe they having another meeting. What's today? Today's the 4th. So tomorrow I think it ends. Conveniently, it ends on the 5th. I believe the Bilderberg meeting. All right. It ends on the 5th, which is Sunday, and then right after that is Monday the 6th. So can we expect some things to happen starting the 6th of June? We possibly could. It could be done covertly or overtly, but some way, somehow, every time they do these meetings, things come out of it. You know, and I don't remember the last time they actually had a Bilderberg meeting out here in America, especially Washington, D.C. You know, when I heard that shit, I said, man, that's heavy, because Washington is like their main playground of their witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen that, I'm like, damn, normally they'll be in like Germany or, you know, Switzerland or some shit, you know, but now they're actually holding it here in America and in Washington. Woo! You know, so we're gonna see what happens, how the Lord plays it out, you know. But we definitely gotta brace ourselves, man, because something big is being done in the works behind the scenes, you know. So we gotta, you know, pay attention and be vigilant, like the scripture says. All right, watch as well as pray. Okay, because the times that we're in are evil. All right. And it's gonna continue to get worse and worse and worse until the Lord comes back. That's what is described as the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and it also says that what? But he shall be saved out of it. So regardless, the elect gonna be delivered, man. And we have faith in that. We believe that 100%. All right. If you don't have faith in the Lord like that, you're not of the elect. Period. All right, because only the elect are gonna have that spirit. Okay, only the elect are gonna have that spirit of faith 100%, no matter what, man. All right, because where we gonna go? Like Peter said, where we gonna go, Lord? You know, who we gonna go to? Nobody. You know, he's been answering our prayers every single day. He's gonna continue to do that as long as we keep calling upon his name. Yo, the Lord is always gonna come through, man. You know, so believe that. All right. So continuing, verse 4, it says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. All right. And today is a prime example of that. You got all these so-called pastors out there who actually have people believing that they're actually sent by the Heavenly Father. You know, what's that? Apostle Geno Jennings. He's one of them. All right. You got Creflo Dollar. All right. T.D. Bakes. All right. You got, what's his name? The Edomite guy. Joel Osteen. Okay. And then you fast forward into even the nuclear version of it. All right, you got a lot of people who so-called teach Israel, all right, claim to be Israelites, all right, claim to be prophets, but yet everything they do is anti-Messiah, okay? Everything they do is anti-Messiah. I mean, you have a church that actually says that John the Baptist fell out the truth. That is anti-Messiah spirit, man. Somebody says that what? They don't believe the Apostle Paul's writings. Some weird shit like what? Yeah, Yahushua didn't perform miracles. There's all kinds of shit that's happening around this time of the world right now. 10 years ago, you weren't hearing shit like this. 15 years ago, you weren't hearing shit like this. You see? But the scripture says in the last days, you're going to have people who are going to be coming out talking like this, man. You know? They're going to be talking like this. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull that up. All right, in the book of, is it 1st or 2nd Peter? Let me see. All right, I believe 2nd Peter. All right, this is a book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies. All right, and saying that Yahushua didn't perform miracles is a damnable heresy. It's a very damnable heresy because he did perform these miracles and people witnessed it. Why the hell do you think these people were following him, man? He was turning water to wine. He was what? He took was it 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes, and fed a multitude. Was it 5,000 and another one was 7,000? Okay, and these people were following him because of the food that he was feeding them with, man. Those are miracles. If you have 5,000, even the disciples were asking, like, what's wrong with this guy? He's telling us, oh, sit the people down. They were pissed. They were like, yo, Lord, the people are still following us. You know, should we drive them away? Should we? And he said, no, you don't do that. Where you gonna drive them? So where they gonna go? Make some space. You know, put them all, let them all sit down. You know, and bring me them baskets of bread. How much you got? They said, we got only 5, Lord. He said, how many fishes you got? He said, we got only 2. He said, all right, well, bring them over here, and then we're gonna feed them. He said, set them nicely. I'm gonna give you what, and you're gonna feed them. And they looked at him like, what? We're gonna feed them? What? Lord, look, this is all we got. We can't feed 5,000 people with this shit. You know? And he's looking at them like, yo, I said what I said. Go get them ready, and I'm gonna do what I do. Okay? That's a miracle, man. And guess what? They listened, and what happened? He prayed, and then guess what? He was able to feed a multitude. That's a miracle, man. Okay? When Peter saw Yahushua walking on the water coming towards them, and they thought it was a spirit and a ghost, that's miracle. That's a spiritual power right there, man. Okay? So much so that even I believe the last verse in the book of John, as a matter of fact, let me get that. I'm not gonna butcher this one. I gotta get that. All right. You know, the book of John, chapter 21 and verse 25, it says, and there are also many other things which Yahushua did. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna read one verse up. Verse 24. John chapter 21, verse 24, it says, this is the disciple which testifieth of all these things. So he was there. John was actually there. Everything we read in Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, all the way to Revelation, these men were actually there. They witnessed these things. How do you think Christianity became a thing? How do you think the church actually grew, man? All right? How do you think that happened? The spiritual power, all these different things, those are miracles, man. What the hell are these people talking about? Those are damnable heresies that they bring in upon themselves, man. Okay? Speaking all these different shit. All right? That's not scriptural. Let's read. It says, John 21, verse 24, this is the disciple which testifieth of these things and wrote these things, and we know that his testimony is true. Okay? Did not John talk about Yahushua and everything he did, man? So, was John a liar? If he was a liar, why the hell would the Lord give him all these revelations that we're reading about now that's happening right now, man? The MOTB. If it was left to all of these niggas, man, we would never have no end-time prophecies. Because they say that Jacob's trouble will never come. They say that the MOTB is not the CHIP, you know? They say all these different weird-ass, hoe-ass shit, man. But yet the scriptures say otherwise. Let's continue, verse 25, it says, and there are also many other things which Yahushua did, the which, if they should be written, everyone, I suppose that even the world itself could not contain the books that should be written. What do you guys say about that? Huh? It's so much so that if they were to write all these things that Yahushua did, so he was on this earth for 33 years. He started his ministry at 30, and he finished it at 33. So within that span of 33 years, he did so much so. The things that we read about is a lot for us to even contain. Like, damn, he actually, wow, that's crazy. He was healing the sick. He was raising people from the dead. What about that? These are things you got to always remember. Human nature. If people were to see us do those things right now, they'll follow us just like they did with Yahushua. Right now, we ain't performing those kind of physical miracles. That's why people don't bat an eye. They look at us like we're crazy. But soon when the Lord gives us spiritual power and men are healing men, women, children, you know, people are being raised from the dead, you know, upon command. It's not like, oh, I'm going to give you a remedy and you're going to use it in 2-3 days, you're going to be healed. No, on the spot. On the spot, man. I command you, rise up and walk in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And the person gets up and walks. You think they're going to be running to Fauci to listen to what the fuck he got to say? No. And guess what's gonna happen? The CDC, the WHO, Tedros, all them, they're gonna be intrigued. Like, what the you know? Nigga, Bar Jesus was back there. He back here again today. Whoever the fuck he is, Bar Jesus is back here again today. He might could be Sarnetta. Who knows? I don't know who he is, but he's back here again. Okay? Nigga Bar Jesus, man. You know? But you see, that's what you need to understand, that the things that happened 2,000 years ago was a prelim. All right? It was the precursor of what's happening now, because we're living in the time of Acts 2.0. Okay? The same apostles, disciples back there, we're all back here again this time. All of us are back here again this time to finish our course. Okay? We have to finish our course, because this is the ushering in of the kingdom to come. We're ushering in the kingdom of Yahushua, man. So he's coming. So he has to send his men out there to pave the way, just like John the Baptist did 2,000 plus years ago. Okay? So this thing that we're doing, this is the biggest, you know, the most important job anyone can ever have on this planet Earth. You know, you're ushering in the return of the Lord. Yo, oh man. You got people clowning around, joking. In these last days, and you don't know, that's why. All right, so let's keep going. Go back to 2 Peter chapter 2. All right, and continue in verse 1. It says, I'm going to start over again. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you. And that's talking about back then when you had, during the time of Moses, you had false prophets, man. You had niggas who were talking mad shit against Moses, against Aaron, okay, against her, okay, against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, okay, and causing the people of Israel to go off, man. You had niggas doing that shit. There ain't nothing new under the sun, all right? And those are the people who led a lot of Jakes to be destroyed. That's why we're in the wilderness for 40 years. It was 40 years for the Lord to purge out that old generation that left Egypt and left only two, Joshua and Caleb. Okay, the original flock that left Egypt all the way to then, the 40 years in the wilderness was for the Lord to purge us out. All right, and only the offspring, all right, of those people who are the first generation from Egypt, they were the ones who were able to continue into the promised land. Okay, into the promised land, man. All right, so continuing. All right, it says here, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. Okay? And like I said, in a time of judgment, judgment reigns forth upon everyone. Now, you just got to pray that you're of the elect, and the Lord might have mercy on you, so you don't taste of that judgment. But for the most part, when judgment comes, it's like a cloud, and it sits right on the earth. And it's just sitting there, and it's just a cloud of judgment, and you can't get out of it. Okay, a cloud of judgment, and everybody's subject to it, man. Everyone underneath the earth, underneath the sun, is subject to it. It's like a better example would be the sun. Judgment is like the sun, and once the sun comes out, everybody can experience it, unless the clouds cover it up a little bit, right? But like today, the sun is out, you know. So everywhere you go, you're gonna get hit with the sun. That's judgment right there. You know what I'm saying? And then when we get into the kingdom, it's going to be prosperity for the Israelites. So we're going to have literally forever and ever, we're going to have prosperity over our heads. Why? Because we're going to be made perfect. Okay? The Lord said he's going to put his laws in our inward parts, man. So we're going to be made perfect, man. From the moment we get beamed up out of here into the chariot, that's perfection right there, man. Perfection, because you get a new body. All right? The Apostle Paul talks about that in the book of 1 Corinthians. All right, putting this mortal must put on immortality. All right, and this corruptible shall put on incorruptible, man. All right, that means what? This body, all right, this body that's mortal, that can die, all right, is going to be put into a body that cannot die. Okay, that makes you're going to live forever, man. You're not going to be able to sin. That means you're not going to be able to die, because the wages of sin is what? Death. So if you can't sin, you can't die. You see? But these other nations, the Lord is not going to make them perfect, especially Esau. All right? Especially Esau, because remember, in the kingdom, everybody's going to be in their perfect lot. Okay? So Israel was created to be the children of the Heavenly Father. We're going to be just that. Esau was created to be the bastard of the earth. He's going to be just that. Okay? It ain't going to be, the kingdom of heaven is not like a place in the heavens somewhere where you're just gonna be in there. No, 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 no. Oh, beautiful. King of Kings, Yahweh Shai is coming soon. Beautiful. Tawada, brother. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatah. All right. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 53. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. Okay? This mortal must put on what? Immortality. All right? So when you're made immortal, that means you can't die. You've become a God. You've finally ascended to God status, meaning you're a true judge. You can judge right-hand side, left-hand side. You have a perfect balance. Okay? You have become perfect. All right? That's what the Lord is going to do for us, man. The children of Israel, we will be perfected. All right? That's we're in the process now. Okay, for the what? For the perfection of the saints, the perfecting of the saints. The saints are being perfected now by this word. Okay? But once Yahushua comes back, he's going to complete that perfection. All right? That's putting our spirits in new bodies. Okay? That's to complete the perfection. All right? Because you could have a perfect mind, all right? But if you don't have a perfect body to go with the mind, you always going to go off. That's why you have this enmity with the spirit and the flesh. You know? The Yahushua said what? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You know? Like an example would be Peter and Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? When Yahushua told Peter, hey, you going before the cock crows, was it twice? You going to deny me thrice. You know, the other way around. I believe it was before the cock crows twice, you will deny me thrice. All right? And Peter, in the spirit, he said, no, Lord. No, hell no. I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to go down with you. If they take you, they're taking me too. All right? Woo. That's the spirit. You know, the spirit is like a wind, man. That's the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, 1 second. That's it. All right. So, you know, Peter was like in the spirit, like, nah, Lord, I'm not going to let you just be taken like that. Nah, you're not going down like that. It's not happening like that. You see? But in the flesh, when it came time for him to actually put that to work, you know, because the Lord had told him, nah, you know, get thee behind me, Satan, because we got to fulfill prophecy here. All right. If I don't go through this, your ass ain't going to make it. So I got to go through this so your ass can make it. All right. And everybody else was of the elect. See? So Peter was, you know, he was getting a little emotional. He said, hell no, Lord. I'm not going to let them take you away like that. You know, over my dead body. It's not happening. And then when the time came and he got taken, when Yahushua got taken and they were asking, oh, I know you. You were definitely with him. He said, oh, get the fuck out of here. You don't know me. I'm not from here. You know? And he denied the Lord. You see? I don't want to speak over the wind because sometimes the camera doesn't, you know, it doesn't catch it. All right, so Salakia. But, you know, Peter got emotional and his flesh, all right, overtook, you know, that's the spirit of the side of the spirit. But now, imagine, all right, imagine if he was in a perfect body. All right, perfect body, man, he wouldn't have gone through that thing that he went through. You know what I'm saying? That's right. You know, he's like, man, I don't know this man. I don't know him. Stop saying that. You don't know me. You don't know me from nowhere. All right. I don't know this guy. I'm just here to watch this like, yeah, you know, and because he was under that pressure of like, yo, if you part of that, you're going to be taken. And that's what's going to happen very soon. Why do you think the Lord said you're going to have the brother betraying the brother? All right. The father betraying the son betraying the father, the mother. Where do you think that comes from? It comes from the pressure that these devils are going to be putting on people, all right? So they're going to be like, nah, these men, I don't know these men. Oh, I don't know. He's not my brother. I don't know him. No, that's not my sister. I don't know her. I don't know her. Oh, she's into that Hebrew Israelite stuff? Yeah, I don't know about that. You know, I'm all about the CHIP. I'm not about that God stuff, okay? I'm not about that religion. I'm not about that Bible. I'm not about all that Israelite stuff. You got people saying that today, okay? You got people saying that today and there ain't no pressure. So when the pressure really comes, that's what it means when the Lord said the tribulation. All right, the tribulation is that being almost like how Yahushua felt, being in that oil press, you know, being sieged on all sides. You know, your mind is all troubled. You know, you're seeing your loved ones, you know, always coming at your helmet. You know, people that you actually care about, your loved ones, turning on you. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality. That's what's coming. Can you stomach that? Now, some of us through the spirit, we've been kind of brought up in that spirit because guess what? Right, that's it. There you go. Especially when that guillotine is put in front of them, man. That's right. You know? And soon you're going, look, your family, let me tell you something. Reality always dictates how people are going to move. You always got to remember that. Always remember how people actually behave when shit hits the fan. All right? Imagine being dirt broke. What these devils are doing is going to only break people even more and more. You can't always pay goddamn $70 at the gas pump every 2-3 days just to fill up your damn. You can't sustain that type of shit. Okay? So at some point when the time comes when they have to make that move, people are gonna be at the bare minimum, if that. Okay? So that means that they're gonna be looking for assistance some way, somehow. That's how Esau gonna get them. Oh, you need money? Okay, well here, come get. We need to identify who you are. You need food? Come get this thing. You can get food in an instant, and they will do that. You know. But anyway, the point is, your family not gonna have it like that. You see, the average person is not gonna have it like that. So when the government is coming down, all right, upon people with great wrath and saying, if you know anyone who's preaching the Bible or who believes in this Hebrew Israelite stuff, the DHS has deemed this stuff a domestic terrorist, religion. All right, the Southern Poverty Law Center, all right, has had the so-called black Hebrew Israelites as terrorists. Okay, and anyone who hears about them, anyone who knows about any person who represents these kind of people, make sure you report. Here's the number. Call 1-800-666-666. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to do that. And they're going to bring it to the people. And guess what? If you don't do that, and maybe you might have a family who's like, nah, bro, you know what? I fucks with you. Hey, just come live with me for a little bit. Come live with me for a little bit. The feds are going to come into that house, right? They're going to come into that house because they listen to everything you say on the phone. So they're going to come into that house and they're going to be like, well, guess what? You're going to have to give up this person in your house. This person is not CHIP'd? Oh, so they live in here, rent-free, and we can identify them? Who the hell do you think you are? Well, guess what? Here's a fine right there, $5,000. Every day that you don't report this person to us, that's $10,000 right there on your helmet. Every day. Every day. Imagine that shit. $10,000 every day? Nigga, I don't love you like that no more, bro. You gotta go. That's how it's gonna be. That's a reality. I don't got $10,000 to give. So just to protect your ass, I'm getting fined and I ain't do nothing wrong? Nah, I don't love you that much. You gotta go. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the feds. Yo, he just came home. He's in the shower right now. This is the best time to come get this nigga because he's never home. You know? And they're gonna sell your ass out. Okay? For a little bit of change. They'll say you owe us, there's a fine of $10,000, but if you trade this person in, you get $1,000. So we how you gonna get out of some shit like that? And that's some shit Esau will do. All right, some whole ass shit Esau will do, man. So they'll make sure they box you in. Okay, that is part of the tribulation. Okay, that is part of the hour of temptation. You know, and having to see your family always complaining. You know, damn, yo, I told you, stop preaching that stuff. Stop going out there. Stop teaching about that Bible stuff. You know, you're gonna get us all in trouble. You know, they're gonna do that, man. But guess what? These are all empty threats. All right. If the Lord got your back, there's nothing these devils could do to you, man. That's right. Snitching is coming back in a big way. That's right, brother. That's right. You know, because it's biblical prophecy. Okay. That's all part of end time biblical prophecy. So when you start seeing them pushing that rhetoric, you know, hey, that's that precept. Hey, that is coming to pass. That prophecy is coming to pass. You know, so you got to brace yourself, man. That's why, you know, you got to be in the spirit of being in a solitude state, solitude space. Okay. Being a soldier, okay? The word soldier goes back to solitaire, meaning alone, okay? You have to be in the spirit of being alone because being around these people, they'll kill you, they'll set your ass up, they'll try to eat you, okay? That's how bad things are about to get, man. It's already kicking into gear and people are already losing their shit. You got all these people who are on meds, who are on drugs. Let the lights go out a few times here and there and see how people are going to react, okay? Especially when there's no food. So the person is not on their meds and they hungry. Oh my God. And it's hot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, yeah. See, now it's starting to kick in. Now things are starting to make sense to you. Psalms, this is a book, the brother Big Nez. It says Psalms chapter 118, verse 6. It says, the Lord is my, the Lord Yahweh is on my side. I will not fear. what can man do unto me, man? Wow, the water, brother. That's beautiful, man. Okay, and that reminds me of that precept. Another one, beautiful. Psalms chapter 118, verse 5, Big Nez, one more time. It says, I called upon the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in distress. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai answered me and set me in a large place. Wow, look at that. Look at that, man. That's what the Lord is going to do for the elect. Okay? So you have to believe that 100%. That's the only way you're going to receive these things, man, is if you believe. Okay? The Lord is not looking for unbelievers. He's not looking for those who are going to doubt his power. Because what? The Lord's hands are too short that he can't save? Huh? He could do all things. He's the Most High. All right? So all you got to do is just believe on him and everything is going to be tawab. That's it. Okay? Especially for us. We've been teaching it. And for y'all who've been listening, you have no excuse. You have no excuse not to put your faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right? Because you've heard the countless scenarios and we can't even do it justice. Okay? The kind of stuff that the Lord is going to do for his elect, we can't do it justice. We can't describe how great it's going to be. How dope it's going to be to call upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in the time of trouble and be delivered, man. You see? That's the faith that we have. Because he does it time and time and time and time and time again. All right? And we are a living testament of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's power. Okay? Even knowing this truth alone is a testament of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's power. Okay? So let's go back to 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. What's happening in the world right now? You got these so-called alphabet gangs. You got this LGBT no IQ people. And what do? Let's read it again. It says what? And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. Okay? The way of truth is what we teach. And what do? They demonize it. Okay? They demonize it. You got these people with the grape doctrine. All right? The grape doctrine, you know, coined by the Apostle Tahar. You know, I'm going to take that off of him real quick. All right? And they demonize it because they don't understand it. They get emotional about it. It's very easy, very simple concept to understand, but these people get so emotional and butthurt about it, that means they're not going to make it. Because if you can't understand that simple concept, how much more the things that's coming? The things that are you're gonna have to be spiritual in order to maintain some type of sanity with how bad things are about to get. If you try to understand how bad things are gonna get, if you try to understand it in the flesh, you're gonna pass out. You're gonna pass out. You're gonna have apparitions. You know, you're gonna be seeing troops. I mean, fear will strike in your heart when you hear 3-4 blocks down the line in the summertime when it's hot, and you thinking, oh, I'm hearing shots. It sounds like fireworks going off. But damn, normally the past 2-3 years they've been conditioning us to hear these fireworks that sound like gunshots. So you might be thinking, oh, those are fireworks. Meanwhile, those are gunshots. These troops are going around taking people out of their houses and blowing their heads into smithereens. Okay? Right in the back of your head. They put you down, pop, 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 line them niggas up. Pop, 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 pop. And then you're going to be hearing dogs barking. You're going to be hearing car alarms going off. You're going to be hearing women screaming and shouting. You're going to be hearing all these different things. And if you're in your house and you're hearing the direction and the shots are getting louder and louder as they get closer, and the screams are getting louder and louder, you're hearing doors being slammed. You're hearing people giving commands, make a left, make a right, lay down, get up. You know, you're hearing kids crying, mommy, dad. And you can't do nothing about that. You know, you hear a dog barking and then you hear a gunshot, pop, pop, and then there's no more barking. You're going to be seeing all that. You think you're going to be sitting in your house like, oh my God, I'm chilling right now. No, man, you're going to be shaking. You're going to be like, oh shit, yo, they coming to my house next. They just went into my next door neighbor's house. Yo, I got to find a way out of here. How you going to get out? The moment you step out, they're going to set the dogs on your ass. You ain't going to get far. You're not getting far. And we're not talking about regular German Shepherd dog. We're talking robot dogs. They have a job to do. They ain't going to get tired. You are. So at that point, you sitting there thinking, okay, well, this is where, you know, that big talk nigga comes into play. You know, oh yeah, when it comes here, I got my gun. Oh yeah, nah, bro, fuck out of here. They ain't gonna get me. Nah, bro, shit, fuck out of here, nigga. Really? Yeah, no, you gotta be spiritual, man. That's the only way you're gonna be able to survive. You know, you have to trust in the Lord. Like, yo, Lord, They coming, Lord. They coming. What do I do? You sit back and wait. He's going to show you something. He's going to speak to you just like that. You know, he'll say, yo, sit tight. I got you. And you're going to just sit tight. Go to your room and lock the door and stay in there and wait. You know, I got you. You know, and they might be coming around looking specifically for you. And then when they get to your door, for some reason, the door has merged into the wall. Okay? The door has merged into the wall, and then they passing by and they're like, yo, I know it's supposed to be here, but I can't, you know? They're like, oh, are we in the right building? I don't, yeah, it says we're here, but why don't I see, you know what, let's, you know? And then they'll leave, you know? They'll leave, go back and be like, hey, we went there, the guy wasn't there. Oh, you gave us a wrong address or something? Oh, no, I gave you the right, papa, you're done. You see? People who might try to snitch on you, people who might try to put you, you know, in a little, you know, space where you can't get out of. They try to betray you. The Lord is going to have your back, man. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's right. Big Nez, one more time, Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. And strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is his treasure. Because that's what's going to bring that wisdom and knowledge that's going to keep you stable. Is the fear of the Lord. Okay? And the fear of the Lord is going to come with so many perks. Those who don't fear the Lord, they ain't going to get no perks. Because they have no idea what the hell is actually going on. Those who actually fear the Lord, like it tells you in 2nd Ezra, all right, that they're going to come against those who fear the Lord. But guess what? We're going to always have a way out. Okay? Because we are really, Esau is about to come out here and start eating. We are really the food. You know what I'm saying? We are actually the food that they're about to eat. So when they start eating, you know, they start killing people. And so, because scripture says that you're going to have martyrs. You see? So they're going to be doing all these different things. But guess what? The Lord has a way to deliver his elect. All right? So while they're eating, the Lord is going to make his return and stop everything that they're doing, man. And right in their tracks and destroy them. Put their asses in shackles. And there we go. 1,000 years of slavery, baby. That's where it starts. And that's one thing they're afraid of. Whenever we talk about these things, they get shook. All right? They get shook. Okay, so let's go back to Matthew real quick. And before I do that, you see, brothers, some precepts, all beautiful. It's right here, King of Kings, Yahushai is coming soon. Isaiah 59:19. I'm going to get that from here. All right? Because that's all part of that spiritual power that we're talking about. And these devils know. Okay? When you go back and you watch, when you read the story of the so-called Black Jesus, okay, it goes into that. All right, and after that, you best believe they did tests. Okay, they did tests on that to see what in these people and their genetics actually makes them so superior. Okay, what is it that gives them that connection, all right, to the Heavenly Father? And they found out what it was. Okay, something known as the VMAT2 gene. Okay, what's that? The vesicular monoamine transporter gene 2. Okay, the VMAT2 gene, man. All right. And that thing is what connects, all right, the human consciousness, all right, to the spiritual realm. Okay? So you having dreams, all right, you having visions, okay, you being able to understand the scriptures, you being able to pray, having faith, all right, even the concept of prayer, wanting to pray. Any type of a sense of godliness, all right, comes from that VMAT2 gene. Okay? Your ability to have what they call psychic abilities. You know, being able to read minds. These are all part of spiritual power, man. We have these spiritual powers, but on a lower level. That's why, you know, you might have, you might be thinking of somebody, right? And then right there when you think about them, they call you, right? That's spiritual power. You know, you might be, you know, brothers might be talking, and then I might have a precept. The next brother might have the same precept. And then, you know, the brother might be talking, and I'll be like, oh, I got a precept for you. You'll be like, oh, I was just about to call that. Oh, I got that on deck. And it's like, oh, shit, hey, see? We're all in one spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's spiritual power on a lower level. You know what I'm saying? So these are all lower level spiritual power, but guess what? The Lord is going to increase that. So we're going to be able to have psychic abilities on a whole nother level. We're going to be able to transport on a whole nother level, man. You know? Sometimes you get so in the spirit that you feel invincible. And sometimes your body just beats you down so much you can't even get up and walk. You know, these are all balances. These are all balances, but we're going to get to a point where the Lord, he's going to give us that spiritual power, and we're about to read right now. Okay? And it's not going to be for show. It's going to be for a defense mechanism. All right? Because these devils pertain to Revelation 12:12. They're going to come in with great wrath. And that great wrath is going to be like a flood. You know, when a flood comes, it doesn't come with warning. It just comes at you and it comes and it takes over everything. That's what these devils are gonna do. Okay, all avenues are gonna be covered. All right, because when there's a flood and it comes, it washes away everything, and it fills up until it keeps rising, it keeps rising, it keeps rising until the whole place is flooded. Okay, but this time it's coming in with a rush. All right, it's coming in with a rush, and that's how they're gonna come at people. All right, when you listen to what's this guy, David Goldberg, and he was talking about it about Project Cypher, I always make that reference because that's part of their plans. Okay, when you go into Operation, what's that shit called? Operation, damn, I forgot the name of it. Lockstep. They have Lockstep, but there's another operation. All right, and in that they talk about how they're going to come at in the night. You know, after, you know, people have eaten and chilling, and, you know, you sit at home doing nothing, these so-called rolling blackouts, that's when they're going to come after people, man. They're going to be picking people off little by little. And they said they're going to start off with the people who speak truth. Okay? They said domestic terrorists, those who speak the truth, those who, you know, talk about the Bible, especially the Bible. Okay? So we already know that we're on the list, man. But guess what? Like we always say, bring it on. All right? Bring it on, man. You've been playing too much. All right? You got to be checked. So bring that shit. Let's go. All right? And the Lord said what? He's going to rouse up Judah. So when Jake starts to rise up, all these other nations, all these people going to follow after the ways of Jake, man, because we are the leaders. Okay? We are the kings of the earth. So the earth is going to be dancing to the tune of the kings, man. All right? Okay? So let's read this. This is a book of Isaiah, chapter 59, and verse 19. It says, oh man. Yeah, this breeze is beautiful, but, you know, I don't want to talk over it because, like I said, the camera might not be able to pick up the sound. You know, and especially if there's like good edification coming out, you don't want to miss it, because I can't hear, you know, from there. But if y'all can't hear me, just, you know, anybody just let me know whenever the sound goes out, so I can kind of pause for a second. All right, the water. So let's go back, Isaiah 59 and 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west. And we are in the west, right? We are in the west. And these devils are fearing the name of the Lord, because why? We keep on calling upon Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right? And very soon, you're going to see a lot of Jake calling upon that name. And that's going to be what the catalyst to the things that they're going to be doing here. And that's going to put fear in a lot of people's hearts. And I'm not talking about NFAC. I'm not talking about Grandmaster Jay. All right? And the no effing around crew, or coalition now. They call themselves a coalition. It was a crew before, now it's a coalition. Whatever. I don't know what the hell happened to them. All right, but again, they ain't coming in the name of the Lord. They ain't coming in the spirit of the Lord. They tried to push this, oh, we're the Hebrews. And nah, you ain't no Hebrews, man. You ain't no Hebrews, man. Stop playing. All right, stop playing. You coming in the name and the spirit of Esau. All right, you ain't no coming in the name of the Lord. We are the ones coming in the name of the Lord. And we ain't picking up guns. We coming with that spiritual power. We coming with that heat. All right, with this truth. All right, that's what we're coming with. All right, so all this talking, all this, yeah, you can shoot us at 6 o'clock, and by 6:05 you gonna be, nah, you ain't these niggas, bro. Where he at now? I think he's in jail or something. You know what I'm saying? Was all this talking, all this shit, you know, two years ago, all this shit, and then they had this thing where they were doing a rally or a parade or something, and one of their members shot one of their members. Like, what type of madness is going on here, man? Complete disorganization. All right, and that's the Lord showing you, you ain't about to do none of this shit over here. All right, none, finished, done, through. Okay, so let's keep going. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Okay, and that spirit is talking about that spiritual power. Okay, like we keep saying, go back and you read about that Black Jesus story, and at the end of it, he said that, yeah, I understand that you people really have a strong dislike, all right, for men like myself, but at the end, there's going to be many more like me who are going to rise up and have the same powers like me, and we're going to take you niggas down, and there's nothing you could do about it. You ain't going to be able to stop us. You ain't gonna be able to stand in our way. You ain't gonna be able to negotiate anything. It's gonna be a complete takeover, and it's gonna be a righteous takeover. All right? And that's the times that we're in. The takeover has happened verbally. That's why the Lord said he's going to turn his fishers into hunters. So when the takeover comes, it's not going to be verbal talks no more. We ain't going to be sitting at the round table talking to Klaus Schwab, talking about, listen, we can go the easy way or we can do the hard way. No, no, no. We coming straight for your helmet, boy. All right? And you better prepare. You better prepare because we don't like you. We don't like you. All right? So we ain't going to be doing that. Oh, no. Ain't no political correctness. Ain't no anti-Semitism. Ain't none of that shit happening. We coming straight for your helmet. All right? It says, and look, ain't nobody going to stop no man of the Lord that has spiritual power. I don't care who you are. All right? When the time comes, go back and talk to Samson. When he was slaying niggas, they were not trying to negotiate nothing. Niggas was dipping. Niggas was out of there. They see, oh, that's it. Oh, man, no, hey, listen, I'm going to see you later, bro. I got to go. wait, but I thought you said, I got to go. That's what they're going to be saying, man. Why do you think they're going to be hiding in their bunkers? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think they're going to be hiding in their bunkers, man? And all you Edomites you Jakes and you Edomites that keep on playing games and siding with these devils, talking about, oh, we got to take the guns away from people. Have you heard any of these, of the men of the Lord actually talking about guns like that? Because that's not going to do nothing for us. All right? Our weapons are not carnal, but spiritual, man. Okay? So we ain't talking about guns because you could do gun control. You could take all the guns away from people. You're still going to lose this battle. No matter how hard you try, no matter how fast you work, no matter how good you become and take away guns of the earth, you could take away all the guns in the earth right now. All right? And use all the guns in the world. Have all the hollow point bullets in the world. Have all these different shit that you have. Guess what? You're still not going to prevail. Doesn't that suck? Doesn't that hurt? That's the reality, though. That's the reality. And we believe that. Okay? That's why we speak so boldly. We believe that. All right? We believe that. And soon you're going to see. You're going to see exactly why we were speaking with such confidence. You're going to see it. And guess what? All it takes is one. One, and that's all it takes. One brother with spiritual power, guess what? That rises everybody up. And that's one thing you devils are afraid of. But guess what? It's not just one of us. It's 144,000 of us. Are you ready for that? Y'all niggas is playing. All right? So, I think there's a couple more precepts on the comment board. I'm going to grab them real quick. All right? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Spiritual powers is infinite, but their guns will run out of bullets eventually. That's right. Hey, I didn't even mention that. The angels, man. Let's get that. Man, there's some beautiful times we're in. You know what I'm saying? Because these prophecies pertain to these times. All right? So let's get this real quick. All right? There's a book of Daniel, chapter 12, and verse 1. It says, at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Okay? And that's the times that we're heading into. Okay? And nobody can deny that because we're already here. Okay? You hearing everything in the news like we've been saying? It's all happening. So next thing they're going to have to do is shut everything down, stop the flow of information, or they call it info ban. Before they make their move, they're going to ban information. Okay? So they can keep people in the dark, quite literally and figuratively. Okay? And that's how you do it. Okay? All these veterans that go overseas to war, when they come back and they start telling people about what really happens over there, that's what they always say. Before we make our move, we got to disarm the people, we got to turn off the power, and we're going to come in. That's what they're doing, step by step. Starving people out, turning off their electricity, and then disarming them. So that way you can come in and take over. Esau, you weak. All this power that you think you have, and this is what you got to do, why don't you just come in full-fledged, full force? You can't do that, because you're weak. That's why. So let's get this precept right here. All right? There's a book of Isaiah chapter 4. Let's start off at 1 because that's also part of the prophecies. All right, for these women too. All right, that's right. He's a coward. All right, that's why he's always hiding. I mean, Scripture says what? the wicked fleeth when no man pursueth, right? But the righteous are as bold as a lion. Who are the ones who are going out here proclaiming this truth as bold as lions, man? As young lions, the men of the Lord. And who's the one in the back hiding and doing conferences where no media can go, no people can go in there, nobody's allowed to be around there? Who's doing that? Esau Edom. All right, Klaus Schwab and them, Davos and them niggas. All right, them niggas. They the ones who's doing all that. They have the power to control the whole world, but yet they don't have the power to stand in front of the people and face them head on. Yeah, what kind of power you got? Your power only lies in your deception, all right? Your lies. And when you're being exposed, you're powerless. And that's how we found out that when we speak the truth, Esau becomes powerless, man. All right? It ain't about weapons because you're playing his game. He can always frame that. When you expose him and you bring out the truth, he can't frame that. There's nothing he could do. He could fight it, deny it, act like, oh, you guys are crazy. Eventually, he's going to have to come in and try to stop it. And that's when we're going to see who's who. Then you're really going to see the power of Jacob. Remember, our forefather, he wrestled an angel. That's how he got his name from Jacob to Israel. Esau, what did you do? You came out here crying like a little bitch talking about, oh, my red pottage. Let me get some lentils. Oh, I'm going to die. Oh, I'm about to die. I'm about to pass out. Oh, my God, my brother, please. You a hoe-ass nigga. That's what you are. All right? And everybody's going to find out exactly who you are, man. And one day, once they find out, where your power at, man? Where's your power at? Isaiah 14 says what? Is this the man that weaken the nations? People gonna look at you like, these are the niggas that's running the world? Klaus Schwab? This nigga looking like a whole fucking warlock from hell? Nigga as a spawn of Satan. Wearing all black talking about, they have to immunize themselves. Like, get out of here, bro. Nobody wanna hear that shit, man. You ain't immunizing nothing. And guess what? The animals gonna turn on you. The people gonna turn on you. The whole earth is about to turn on you devils, man. You wait and see. All right? And then when Yahushua comes back, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. All right? So this is the book of Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Okay? And why will women do that? Because times are desperate. Okay? Times are hard. Okay? Women today, when you say, yo, you ain't gonna have no woman that says, oh, it's okay, baby, you can have multiple women. You could read the precepts all day. You could tell her about the great things that's coming in the kingdom. You could tell her about everything that's going on right now. And she knows that she believes it. But open your mouth and say, oh, by the way, very soon we're gonna have, 7 women gonna take hold of one man. That's the end of it. That's the deal breaker right there. Oh no, she don't want to hear that. But in that day, what's gonna make women all succumb to the power of a man? Because of the troubles that's happening. And because they see the spiritual power that the men of the Lord have. That's what's gonna keep them quiet. You know what I'm saying? Because society caters to women so much that they think they have power over men. But see, when you break it down to nature, men always gonna have the power. Okay? This is a world that's built upon the backs of men. Okay? Men run society. When all hell breaks loose, it's the real men who survive. Not the bitches, the real men who survive. Not the weak niggas, the real men who survive. And who are the real men? Those who speak the truth. Those who speak according to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua and his ways. We are the ones who are the real men on the earth. We are the true judges of the earth. Okay? So as a judge, guess what? Everybody's gonna be subject to you. Because you got the ability to call the shots. All right? If a woman comes around playing games, you could say, yo, I don't want you around me. You gotta go. Where's she gonna go? She gonna go right step outside right there and bop, baseball bat right in her face. Bing! And that's it for her. She's clocked and out of here. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have men coming around here, grabbing women, kidnapping women, raping women, killing women, harvesting their organs. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real crazy out here. So they're gonna be looking for a man who can protect them. Soon it's gonna be, oh babe, I'm all covered up. Why are you covered up? I thought it was hot girl summer. What happened? Why you don't want to show no stuff? Huh? Why you not wearing those yoga pants that grabs both sides of the cheek? You got the right side and the left side, they're both isolated. What happened? Why you don't want to wear all this shit? Nah, because, oh, no, babe, it's too hot. It's too hot. So normally if it's too hot, you have your clothes off. This time you going to have your clothes on? What's going on here? What's going on here, man? Because reality is setting in. And they know that this shit, the reality doesn't favor them. They know that. That's why Esau has to distort reality through the manipulation of media, all these little things, putting women on the pedestal, that's a distortion of reality because that's not real. When you go into animal kingdom, no female, well, except for hyenas and shit, but even them, they understand order, okay? But the man always has the last say, all right? The man always has the last say, okay? Because we got balls, all right? Women don't got balls, okay, period, all right? So it says what? We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So let us be called by thy name, meaning what? Let us live with you. Okay, take us in. Let us be your wife. Okay, I'll take off your name. I'll marry you. I'll serve you. Okay, I'll be a true woman now. I'm going to serve you. I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll do as you say. And guess what? It's not a bad thing to live with a man of the Lord and do as he says, because guess what? All we're doing is trying to give you the best way to live, man. All the women that we deal with, guess what? They always learn a better way to live. All right? So it's not a bad thing that you're going to be told what to do by a man of the Lord. Women actually they love that. A real woman will tell you, look, I like to be told what to do. All right? I want you to tell me what to do. And we will tell you what to do because we know the right things to do. We know what we want. We know what we expect from you. And we're going to demand that. We're going to demand that excellence, man. I mean, we've been eating shit sandwiches all this while. And now the Lord has put us in that pedestal pertaining to Isaiah 13 and 12. All right. He has made a man more precious than fine gold. So the Lord has given us all these riches. All right. All this power. And we're going to just let anyone just come around and just do whatever and say whatever they want. Hell no, man. Everything is going to be conditional. Strict conditional. All right. If you don't do as we say, you can't be around us. Period. All right. Period. All right. Even some women will admit they want a man who leads them. That's right. That's right. That's a fact. I hear that all the time. Like, oh no, I want a man. I want a man like you. I want a man who tell me what to do. I'm like, yo, you make it sound very sinister, but guess what? They know what we're saying is true. They know everything we're saying is true because it comes from the scriptures. All right. We don't tell women to do things that's not in the scriptures, man. Everything we tell you, yeah, it might be foreign to you when you first hear it because it's not the ways of the world, but it's the best way to live. Because the world's view of reality is all distorted, man. All distorted. All right? So if you're living by the ways of the world, you're not really living. You're really not. All right? And that's a fact. Okay? So they're going to be talking that sweet talk. Oh, we'll eat our own bread. You know, we wear our own clothes. You don't gotta take me shopping. I'll do whatever. That's what it means. You know? You don't gotta take me shopping. We don't gotta go out for dinner. You know? I'll cook for you. I'll clean. You know what I'm saying? I just need protection. I need a man of the Lord who could protect me from these wicked ass niggas who are fiending for whatever, and from Esau and his minions. All right, these demons out here, people gonna need protection, man. All right, they're gonna need protection. So it says, verse 2: in that day shall the branch of the Lord Yahweh be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. And that's talking about the elect. Okay, continuing, and it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion and he that remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy, even everyone that is written among the living in Jerusalem. All right, so like it tells you in the book of Daniel, all right, the 12th chapter, that what? Only those who are written, oh shit, it's a lot. Only those who are written, all right, whose names are written in the book of life are going to receive that salvation, man. So the angels are coming down with a purpose. They know who's going to be saved and who's not, because the Lord is going to show them, all right, these are the names that are written in the book of life, and these just tear their ass up. Ezekiel 9, 4, and 5. All right, tear their ass up, man. All right, tear their asses up and leave the elect alone. As a matter of fact, protect them. Go out there and fight for them, protect them, and make sure that they're good. All right, that is an order. So they're going to be doing what they got to do, man. The angels come around, they flying over brothers, you know, letting it be known, we watching over y'all brothers. You know, we watching over your brothers and sisters, man. All right? So, hey, man, yeah, sometimes you might meet somebody who might do a good deed for you. They might say something that you might just be like, yo, that was kind of heavy. What was that? You know? Like, damn, I came out of nowhere. Like, damn, this guy, I don't even know you from anywhere, and you just did this and said this and did that, you know? Those are angels, you know? Those are angels, man. So always keep in mind that, hey, an angel is simply a messenger, all right? So it's about who he's coming from. Who is he bringing the message from? Is it Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai or otherwise? All right? Ultimately, who are you serving? All right? Who are you serving? Who are you a servant of? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai or somebody else. All right, and very soon we're going to find out who's serving who. Okay, the Most High said what? Then shall they be known who are my chosen. All right, let's get that, and we're going to close it out with that. All right, with all the hell that's coming, okay, the Lord is saying, then shall they be known who are his chosen. So we're going to find out. It's just a matter of time. Okay, it's just a matter of time. There's a book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. I start off at 70. Start off at 68. Damn, I said 80. 68. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. All right, and Lord willing, if not tonight, tomorrow, I'm gonna go into some things that I found out, all right, regarding some of these plans that these devils have. Now, a few months ago, I was doing videos going into what happens in these concentration camps and whatnot. I read all the way down to the bottom, finally got through it, and I'm finally at the point where it talks about biometrics. We're gonna get into that, and you're not gonna want to miss it, because everything we've been saying, these devils actually have it documented. Some of the things we talked about, but now I can actually prove it to you. So, Lord willing, you know, I might have to go do a stream on that, you know, on my backup page, because I don't know, they might take it down, who knows. But it's going into biometrics. And if you end up in a concentration camp, this right here, this prophecy right here is being fulfilled. MOTB in action, baby, that's right. All right, it says here, verse 68, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. What do we read in Revelation 12 and 12? Let's get that. Okay, it's talking about the same thing. All right, because in the time of trouble, who's going to be bringing that pain? The Lord is going to put a spirit on a certain people to bring that pain. And that's Esau Edom, the red horse, right? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So who is that devil, all right, that's coming upon the earth having great wrath? Esau Edom. Okay, and they're having meetings about how they're going to go about these great wraths that they're going to be bringing upon the face of the earth. Davos meeting, the Bilderberg meeting, all these different meetings that they're doing is to prepare for the times that we're entering into. Okay, so let's read back in 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Right? That's right, beautiful. Let's read this and we're going to get back to 2nd Ezra. Right? Revelation chapter 6 verse 4. Hey, Shalom. My backup page, I'll actually I'll post it. It's Aharon Amath, I believe Aharon Amath Ga or Ba, I'm not sure. I don't remember right now, but I'll post it, and then, you know, I'll let it be known. So I'll share it from this page, so brothers can actually just go over there and just watch it. Or I'll let the brother Bakar just share it, so you're not gonna miss it. All right, so don't worry about it. Okay. Revelation chapter 6 verse 4. And there went out another horse, and that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So the power was given from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to these devils. That's why we always say the troubles are going to come, but by whose hand? Okay, whose hand is going to be orchestrating all this hell that's going to be on the earth? Okay, Esau Edom. All right, so let's keep going. It says to take peace from the earth. And what do you see the past 2 years? There's been no peace. All right, no peace. It reminds me of that meme. It's an inside joke. You know, I'm not even gonna say it. All right, but let's keep going. It says, to take the peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Okay, so that's why they're trying to take away the swords from people, so they could come in and do what they got to do. Because if you're unarmed, there's an easy takeover. Easy. All right, easy takeover, and we're reading about the takeover right now. Okay, so verse 68, 2nd Ezra 16 verse 68, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And that's talking about the time of martial law. That's talking about the times where these troops are going to be coming into houses. Whatever emergency that they're gonna enact, it will open up doors for them to basically bring into effect these executive orders that they've been signing for all these years. okay? And they'll make the Constitution null and void, and that's when they'll be able to come into people's houses, all right? So that means you're not gonna have the right to a speedy trial. You're not gonna be taken to court. You're not gonna have none of that, okay? Boom, hey, that's it. That's why all these countries who have been unarmed are in chaos now. That's right. That's the same thing they're gonna do to America. You see, but see, America is like the place the last go around. So they're gonna make it hard. That's why they said we're gonna get this shit done either by consent or by conquest. All right, and that conquest is what we're reading now, that great wrath. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna take over, man. It's gonna be a painful thing. And people are not ready. All right, people are not ready. So it says, and we don't have time, man. We don't got 5 years or 2 years or 3 years, man. This thing is happening quickly. Everything they're doing is happening quickly. They said for this new digital world that they're trying to create, they got to come up with a whole new laws on rights, human rights, and so on and so forth. And that's what they're discussing. You know, who is about to have power over 194 nations? That's what they're talking about, man. That's what they're talking about. So it's about to be real painful on the earth, man. The red horse, all right? The red horse, he's about to take peace out of the earth, man, on a whole nother level. You think this is not peaceful? You wait till very soon, man. Very, very soon. All right? So it says what? And they shall take away certain of you. So some of us are going to be grabbed up and taken against our will into concentration camps. All right? They're going to call the isolation camps. What kind of names they're going to give it, we don't care. All we know is they're going to do it. Okay? They're going to come in and arrest people, grab people in the middle of the night, you know, and so on and so forth. You're going to have helicopters flying over your building. You're going to have buses lined up, ready to grab people and take them away. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's going to be crazy. All right? It's going to be crazy. And it says, and these rolling blackouts, it's not just done by, coincidence or nothing. Nah, it's done by design. Okay? They're going to definitely pull something with that, because in the time of darkness, King of Kings, Yahushua, is coming back. Got some stuff in here. It says, yesterday at the World Government Meeting, see, World Government Meeting, they asked if we are ready for a new world order, so they aren't hiding it even hiding it no more. That's right, And the World Government thing, I believe it happened, was it May or April? I remember that question that I think it was May, early May or late April. They asked that question. The lady that came up on the podium, and the first question she asked was, are we ready for a new world order? And I'm like, yo, these niggas is conspiracy theories OD, bro. They saying the things that used to be said 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, and people were like, yo, you guys are conspiracy theorists. They're saying it. They are the biggest conspiracy. We gotta get at them, because they spreading misinformation. Because they saying the same thing we saying. So they definitely conspiracy theorists, So let's finish this and then we're gonna close it out. All right. So it says here, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. Okay, so being idle, you're not gonna have the ability to move around. Okay, when I read the documentation of the internment camps that they have, yo, you're not gonna be moving. You're gonna be idle, literally idle. Like the spaces that they're gonna be keeping people in, you're not going to be free roaming around. No. You're gonna be under 24/7 surveillance, because they're like, look, we remember history. We remember they said, look, no prayer, no talking, nothing. Everybody quiet. Because they said, going back into the time of the book of Acts, when Peter was put in jail, all right, what happened? The church was praying for him, and the angel came in and broke him out. They remember that. They remember when we were on the cargo slave ships being brought over here, Jake was praying. Jake was singing, praising the Lord, and guess what happened? That would rise Jake up to fight against them on the slave ships, and they had to shoot Jake. Esau was he was like, we can't contain these niggas might drown us. So they remember all that. They're like, nah, we can't let this happen again. So they said, look, absolutely no prayer. You can't pray, you can't hum, you can't talk, you can't sing, you can't chant, you can't say shit. That's being idle. And then they're gonna offer what? It says what? And it says, with things offered unto idols. And that's talking about what? That grain of rice. Okay, that grain of rice, because that grain of rice, remember, they're actually putting they're doing seances. All right, this past 2 weeks, out there in Switzerland, that's where they have Geneva. They have the what's that shit called? The CERN. Okay, CERN is over there, and they got the Shiva goddess Shiva thing, them hands and all that. The Kamala Harris, yeah, they got that shit. So they saying that they're gonna be conjuring up spirits, all right, and they praying over that MOTB. They're praying over that, so it's gonna be a success. Okay, what's that? Novus Ordo Seclorum, and then Annuit Coeptis. So now is the time for them to, make their enterprise, a success. Crown their enterprise with success, but it's not going to work. It's going to be a colossal failure. All right, you can mark those words. All right, so let's continue. It says, verse 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach, and trodden underfoot. So you're going to taste the wrath of Esau in his what's that? His very top, which is the master of lies and deception. Because guess what? All you people who went and lined up and took that thing, took that jump shot, and you missed poorly, miserably. Oh, you missed. You maybe hit the rim. All these people, guess what? A lot of them are like, nah, I'm not going to take that booster. Why? Because you shot and you missed. So you ain't going to take no shots no more. Right? And they know that. So they're planning for that. That's why Albert Bourla, all right, he was saying that the CEO of Pfizer, Klaus Schwab, was asking him questions. And he said it. He said, he understands that people are very hesitant to go back and take. He said the first shot, they'll take it. Then the second, third is less and less and less as you go. You see? So they know that. They're studying how people are moving. You know what I'm saying? They're studying how people are moving, man. But see, even those who went along with it, they were like, oh, this is to save lives and to protect you and my loved lives. And if you don't take it, then you're selfish. All these people, guess what happened? They turned their narrative. Okay, now a lot of them are hating Biden and all this extra shit. Hey, there's more information. It says, King of Kings, Yahushua is coming back, coming soon. Says they have an app now where you can buy pizza with your mind now. Whoa, I didn't know about that. It says you put it up to your face, and it'll order for you. Wow. I didn't know that. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to look into that when I get home. Wow, damn. Yo, see, they're gradually bringing these prophecies to pass. It's not a thing that's gonna happen, boom, suddenly. No, it's happening and it's being ingratiated into the system. Because the system is already built. They're just gonna slowly bring people into it, but they don't have time. So then that's when they're gonna do something that's gonna be like, this is the only solution. Yeah, that sounds awful. That's right. That sounds like awful pizza. That's right, brother. But that's what they're doing, man. That's the cardboard pizza right there. They put that tomato sauce on there, and you be chewing it. You be like, yo, my jaw hurt, my teeth about to fall out. Like, what is this? But anyway, let's keep going. It says here, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach, and trodden underfoot. So even if you say yes or no, you could say, oh, I'm all for gun control. Nigga, you're gonna be trodden underfoot too. All right? Because they're coming after the people. Remember, the enemy is no more, oh, we're going to Iraq to fight. The enemy is right here. The enemy is right here. Americans are the enemy now. And over 90% of the American population are going to be deemed domestic terrorists. 90%. That means that's a lot of people going to be taken out. A lot. Okay? That red list, blue list thing is real. All right? Verse 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Okay? So they're coming after everyone, especially the Bible. The Bible is like the biggest thing because they could take away guns and do all this little funny little shit, but the Bible is the one thing that they can't really control. See? So they're going to have to try to, demonize and try to take away anyone who's talking about the Bible. Hold on. All right, hold on. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, Stranger Things. That show, man. I've never seen it, but I've heard about it. I'm gonna have to check it out. There's a reason why it's called Stranger Things. All right, that's where they do the teleportation and all that extra shit. Yeah, man. I actually went to the place, the camp where Stranger Things is actually based on. I think is Camp Hero. All right, and that's where they did that whole the testing back in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? So they got information. They know the spiritual power, and they're trying to find ways to to combat it with their technology, but that's not going to work. That's not going to work because the technology that the Lord has, they said it was like what, 100 to 1,000 years more advanced than what we have here, and that's a small glimpse of what the Lord showed them. So it's not even a fight. All right. So let's continue. It says, verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Okay? And how they going to be doing that? With their weapons. All right? That's that great wrath that's coming upon the face of the earth. Okay? They shall be like madmen, sparing none. Okay? So get ready. Get ready. All right? It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. And I always say that is actually written in the FEMA executive orders. And FEMA executive orders kick into action during the time of a national emergency or in a state of emergency. Okay, all powers are sent over to FEMA. So they become pretty much the law of the land. All right, and FEMA works with the CDC and works with WHO. Okay, so let's get ready for that. Verse 73, there's a key. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Okay? So with all the calamities that's coming, when Esau starts making his move, you're seeing the troops, you're seeing this, you're seeing people dying, all these different painful things that's coming, that's when the Lord is going to magnify his men. Okay? He's going to magnify his men with spiritual power, with stability of mind. People who are going to be in a household are going to be taken very taken care of. All right? You have nothing to stress about. You're going to be seeing hell around, but for some reason, you're going to be good. You're going to be stable. How do you think that's going to happen? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, man. All right? So that's what we're banking on. Okay? We understand what the prophecies say. We know the troubles that's coming. It's good to know because most people don't know. That's why they're going to get caught off guard. So it's very good that we know the prophecies and we at least have a chance to prepare the right way. Okay? Which is all through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. All right? So that's pretty much it. I'm going to close it out here. You know, Lord willing, you've been edified and uplifted. All right, I'm going to leave it off. I'm going to give off all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ruach HaKodesh, Tawada Yah, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, and Tawada to you, brothers and sisters, joining me on the comment board, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, and until next time, Shalom.